What's up, you guys? So, the Grand Dame herself, Karen Huger, is speaking out after her unfortunate car crash last night. If you have not heard, Karen crashed her 2017 Maserati and she was charged with a DUI. So, we're going to get into what Karen had to say about all of that in this video. But first, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. All right, you guys, so TMZ reports Karen Huger has been charged with driving under the influence and hit with several other traffic violations in connection with her car crash this week. According to online court records, Karen Huger is facing 1 count of DUI, which notes she has to make a mandatory court appearance to answer for it. And then she's also facing an additional DWI charge as well. So in some states, there's no difference between a DUI and a DWI, but in other states like Maryland, there is a difference, and that's why she got charged by both. Under Maryland drunk driving laws, motorists who register a blood alcohol concentration of 0.07 or higher will be charged with DWI, driving while impaired. And an individual with a BAC of 0.08 or higher will be charged with driving under the influence. So hers was the higher of the two, and so they got her for both. Now, there are several other alleged infractions, according to TMZ, that touch on everything from negligent and reckless driving to driving way over the speed limit and driving with a suspended registration. And the 6 traffic violations that she was cited with don't require court appearances, but they do have fines ranging from $50 to $500. And according to cops, Karen struck a median and a crosswalk sign at an intersection before continuing on and colliding with a parking sign off the roadway. And I want to talk about this, the way her accident happened. It begs the question, did she even brake? Was she that impaired that she didn't even brake? Because it sounds like the car was just going. Now, Karen has spoken out since the accident. Karen released a statement, and it's in true Karen format. Karen said, "Thank you for all your prayers and well wishes during this very frightening experience. I'm still in shock from last night's incident, but grateful to be alive today." And this is why I say it's in true Karen form, because it wasn't an incident. It was an accident. It was an accident. It was a terrible collision. And it sounds like she's trying to play it down by calling it an incident. She goes on to say, "With the passing of my beloved mother, grief comes and goes in waves. And with Mother's Day approaching, it has felt more like a tsunami." And so, again, Karen is blaming her mom, the passing of her mom. I almost feel like I'm about to have a Nicki Minaj moment, like, you lying on your mother. Instead of saying that it was the alcohol and owning what you did, you're saying it was the grief from your mother. And on Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle and Robin have said that Karen tends to blame things on the death of her parents. And in my opinion, that's not a good excuse, especially at triple 20. You should be accountable, not making excuses about your parents that have passed away. Karen went on to say, "Last night I met a girlfriend for dinner. We talked and brought up some very emotionally sensitive topics. I was crying on my way home and saw a car heading right for me. I swerved to avoid the head-on collision, hit the divider, and then hit a tree. I'm hurt, bruised up a bit, but so grateful I am alive. I did receive citations, one of which was unrelated to the incident, which is understandable, but what's most surprising is that the car that almost hit me just drove away." So she's more concerned about the car that allegedly initiated the accident than the allegations that she was drunk driving. Karen really needs to grow from this. At this point, being that her life was saved, she needs to take the opportunity that God gave her to live again, and she needs to grow from this. And it reminds me of something that Sharice said about her a while ago. Sharice had commented on social media. Now, this is probably over a year ago, but in reference to Karen, she said she can keep practicing her lies in the mirror as she prepares for the reunion. And she can keep wishing my coins would go away. They won't. At the end of the day, Truly Original and Bravo can continue to clean her up and make her look like whatever her delusional mind wants to be. She makes good TV. The real reality is Karen Huger is still one of the local drunks of Potomac. Instead of thinking about me, she should be thinking about going back to rehab and redo the program that she never completed many years ago. So apparently Karen has acknowledged that she has a drinking problem because she allegedly entered rehab, but she didn't finish the program. She's like a rehab dropout, which is concerning to me, especially considering that she's still drinking, she's still driving, when she really could just use Uber. But I want to get into some social media reactions to Karen's DUI. This person said, Karen is disappointing. Ain't no excuse for no DUI. I agree. Someone else, Mother, said Karen Huger got charged with a DUI. Oh my God. Oh my God is right, because she really could have hurt someone. And someone else said the same way Bravo's production had Robin's scandal as a center of this season's trailer is the same thing they're going to do with Karen next season. Any bets? They're in there editing now as I speak. And I feel like it should be. I feel like it should be the main storyline on the show because it is a problem. Anytime you put people's life in danger, you have a problem. Someone else said Karen drunk driving at her big age is really sad. She has more than enough money for a car service. Blue Eyes, where was your antennas? Where was Blue Eyes? Where was her driver? Where was he? The Brooke Ashley, shout out to the Brooke Ashley here on YouTube. She tweeted, I have some more thoughts on Karen's DUI because she really has me messed up. WTF would possess her to get behind the wheel. Uber is right there. A car service, a cab. She could have asked her friend to drive her home. SMH. So she's an alcoholic. She's an alcoholic. Someone else said, I'm too attached because it hurts me so bad that Karen Huger got a DUI. I don't need perfection out of the Bravo girlies, but I do expect someone of Karen's age and wisdom to avoid doing things that could lead to the death or disfigurement of others. So you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Karen and this whole DUI situation. I really want to know, do y'all think she's going to own up to it on the next season of The Real Housewives of Potomac? Now, I don't think accountability is any of the ladies' strong suits, but at this point, I feel like we need to see some accountability from Karen Huger because she is putting people and herself in danger.